9 o'clock in the morning. I've got a decent limit and I've been culling right off the bat. So I'm pretty jacked because I hadn't even been to my best water yet. So this is what happened next. I idled out, I got up on plane, and Stockton has a bunch of submerged timber in it. And I idled out a long way away from the timber. I got up on plane, and as soon as I got up on plane, my prop hit the top of a submerged piece of timber, and it sheared the hub in my prop. There was no damage to it. It's like there was not a nick in it. There wasn't any bend. The blade must have hit the top of that stump just perfect to shear and spin the hub out. So in other words, if you don't know what spinning a hub out is, you can't go anywhere. If you put the motor in gear, it'll barely move forward, barely. In fact, it won't even move forward if you're going into the wind. But if you try to give it gas, the prop's stripped out. It won't go anywhere. So anyway, I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I've got a good limit in the boat already, and I've got my best water in front of me, but it's 3 or 4 miles away. I got to run to it. So I called the tournament director, Randy Conlon. I explained the situation. He was going to try to find somebody that had, spare prop I could use, and he couldn't find anybody. So he said, Randy, if you know anybody that can help you out, just give him a call. So I called my buddy, Connor Cunningham from Springfield, Missouri. A lot of you guys know Connor, and Connor saved my butt, guys. Connor called him at 10 o'clock this morning. He drove all the way up from Springfield, put his boat in up by the dam, and ran about 20 miles to where I was at, and basically just watched me fish for 2 or 3 hours. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to the area, so I just kept going back and forth on those places where I caught a limit right off the bat this morning. And then after, at the end of the day, Connor ran me back to the weigh-in. So big thank you to Connor. So anyway, guys, to make a long story short, I had a limit that weighed 12.5 pounds. I think I finished 19th or 20th in the tournament. And I'll tell you a little bit about the details about my pattern, how I caught them. Now, if you guys have heard me talking much on the channel lately, I've been talking about pre-spawn banks a lot. Channel banks, bluff banks, staging areas. That's exactly what I did, guys, today. Exactly. I concentrated on just channel banks, bluffy type channel banks that were adjacent to spawning areas. And I was just paralleling those rocky banks with the crankbait. Very typical 101 basic pre-spawn fishing. Most of the water visibility was probably about 1.5 feet or so where I was fishing. So I was really trying to target that water less than 5 foot deep, and caught a bunch of fish, guys. I probably caught, 3 limits of fish today, 15-inch keepers. Had a great time, even though I didn't get to my best water. I just had to, fish what I could.